Okay, today, 25 August 2021. Previous Dhamma talk we have already explained by controlling faculty Indriya. Also already explained how to practice Ānāpāna meditation, first jhana to fourth jhana concentration. Tonight we are going to explain Sambhojanga, 7 factors of enlightenment. Also 32 parts of the body. Before we start our talk, let's pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times together. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. I will translate Namo Tassa into Myanmar Bhasha. You can listen mindfully and respectfully. Arahato Tathāgaya Kilesa Yanudoma Kendo Mudabha Vithado. Arahato Tathāgaya Kilesa Yanudoma Ondo Munaindo Mudado Mudabha Vithado. Arahato Lumena Menjama Mendoti. Dudam Boya Bisi Vidya Nindagwa Ayo De Bujan Deamya Bujan Miwajan Sigajan Ago Ata Bujan Logo Kando Mudaba Vitado Arahado Segwaya Ayanai Gomuya Nuamuya Semuya Rupshin Makamu Mandamya Go Budoma Mudaba Vitado Yodo Mamu Daba Vitado, Jansiro Mamu Daba Vitado, Bhagavado, Isariya Dhamaya Sasiri, Kama Vyadam Yidwen Bono Chauli Nindizono Mudaba Vitado, Sama Sambuddhasa, Dukha Saja Samudaya Saja. Maiga Saja Nirodha Saja Usvado Saja Liva Dubu Kudo Daina Lintu Duen Yue Divido Mudaba Vitado Dasa Tadi Sasa Logaranda Limu Dai Wile Mayui Maya Injausa Daingedo Kaikando Dandi Kunindi Pizudo Mudaba Vitado Do Bono Joba the Gendari Yuswabia Amagandia Bogo Diana Bogo Chija Godo Yona Nafyang Akanda Gudana Moajano Dua Namo Yao Diana Bian Guayue and the Genjin Holodo Diadomia Arahadabu Bawabi Sondo Yabadi Jenjuna Kuno Nalo Doma Biang Bio Mangolio Yue Ado Yuju Lasumo Yue Shiku Mansho Gado Jendi Adu Bawadu Sinse Madri Tibazidadi Yaswa Paya Sandu 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 Toni Kahasa Lahuno Yatha Kama Nibbāna Chaitasa Dhammato Sandu Chaitan Dandan Sukhawaha Chaitasa Dhammato Sandu. Tell me the mind is good. Chaitan Dandan Sukhawaha. Tell mind brings happiness. Now everybody, they want to be peaceful, they want to get happiness. In order to be peaceful and happiness, in order to be free from suffering, the Buddha encouraged in these Palis in the Dhammasāra Gatha. Chaitasa Dhammato Sadhu. Tame me, the mind is good. Why we need to tame our mind? If the people train their mind very well, this taming mind can bring happiness. So the mind is very difficult to subdue, very difficult to conquer. Dhammasāra lahu no. Yatha kama Nibbāna no. Mind is difficult to subdue. Yatha kama Nibbāna lahu no. Very quickly arise and perish. Yatha kama Nibbāna no. It falls into whatever it pleases and like. Now, although listen to the mind may wander here and there. Whatever you pay attention, your mind will wander everywhere else. So this means Yatha kama Nibbāna no. It falls into whatever it please and like. Chaitasa Dhammato Sadhu, because of the mind is arising perishings and very fast. Sometimes, because of unwholesome mind, do a lot of unwholesome things. Because of wholesome mind, do the good things. Because of arising perishings very fast, Buddha encouraged to tame the mind. Taming the mind is good. Tame mind bring happiness. In order to get the happiness, no, we are studying the Buddha teachings, we have practiced practically. Not only theory, in our daily life. According to our knowledge, we already learned a lot of the Buddha teachings we need to use in our daily life to develop a lot of wholesome kusala marriage. So Buddha also gave many examples to take our mind. Also, we need to observe modality. We need to develop concentration and wisdom. How to purify our mind, 7 purifications, how to develop concentration, how to develop wisdom knowledges. All the way to free from all suffering, the Buddha teachings. The Buddha teaches the noble eightfold paths. Now we are learning, we are practicing according to the Buddha teachings. So in order to attain the jhana concentrations, Vachara, absorption concentration, or absorption, Ānāpāna samadhi, Buddha gave many way, many advice to attain the jhana, mega and phala. Because of this previous Dhammato, I have already explained about 5 controlling faculty in order to attain the jhana concentration. Tonight I will continue to explain some bojjhanga, 7 factors of enlightenment. These 7 factors of enlightenment are also very helpful for the meditator who want to attain the jhana, mega and phala. So in order to understand clearly, I will share the PowerPoint. Seven factors of enlightenment. Seven factors of enlightenment. Okay. This PowerPoint is very clear. Is it okay? Huh?
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Seven factors of enlightenment means Ssati, mindfulness, Dhammavichaya, investigations of phenomena, Western Panya, Viriya, efforts, piti, joy or raptures, Passaddhi, tranquility, Samadhi, concentration, Upekkha, equanimity. These seven are called the seven factors of enlightenment. Ssati, mindfulness, previous talk already mentions. This mindfulness balance the two groups of factors below. The below means here the wisdom's investigations of phenomena, Viriya, efforts, piti, raptures. These three enlightenment factors energize the mind. Passaddhi, tranquility, samadhi, and upekkha. These three enlightenment factors calm the mind. So the mindfulness, the Ssati, balance the two groups of factors below. In Agi Sutta, Buddha explained with an example to understand how to balance these seven enlightenment factors. At such time, monk, as the mind is sluggish, lazy, that is wrong time to cultivate enlightenment factor or tranquility. The enlightenment factor of concentration, the enlightenment factor or equanimity. What is the reason? A sluggish mind, a lazy mind is hard to arouse by these factors. Suppose a man wants to make a small fire blaze. If he heat what grass, what coffees, and what stick on it, if he exposes it to wind and rain and sprinkles it with dust, can he make the small fire blaze? No, indeed, Lord. Just so, when the mind is sluggish, it is the wrong time to cultivate enlightenment factor of tranquilities and equanimities, concentration and equanimities. Because a sluggish mind is hard to arouse through these factors. But a monk support a man want to make a small fire blaze. If he heaps what glass, what content, and what stick on it, blow on it with a mouse, and does not sprinkle it with dust, can he make that fire blaze? Yes. Yes, indeed, Lord. A sluggish mind easy to arouse through these factors. Monks, when the mind agitates, that is the wrong time to cultivate the enlightenment factors of investigation of stage, of energy, of rituals. Why? And agitated mind is hard to come through these factors. Suppose a man want to poke a big fire out. If he heaps dry confits and dry stick on it, blow on it with a mouse, and does not sprinkle it with dust, can he put out that fires? No, indeed, Lord. An agitated mind is not easy to calm through these fetters. When the mind is agitated, that is the right time to cultivate enlightenment's fetter or tranquility, concentration, equanimity. Why? Because an agitated mind is easy to calm through these fetters. Suppose a man want to put out a big fire. If he heap what glass, what condom, confess, what stick on it, and if he expose it to wind and rain, if he sprinkled it with dust, can he put that big fire out? Yes, indeed, Lord. Just so, the monk, when the mind is agitated, that's the right time to cultivate the enlightenment fetters of tranquilities, concentration, equanimity, and agitated mind is easy to come through these fetters. But as for mindfulness, monk, I declare that is always useful. Sluggish mind is easily aroused by investigation of phenomena, Dhammasāra, energy, virya, and rapture, piti, like a fire blaze. An agitated mind is easily calmed by tranquilities, Ssati, concentration, samadhi, and equanimity, upekkha, like a flame being quenched. Mindfulness Ssati is necessary at all times to adjust the mind when it is sluggish or agitated. Mindfulness Ssati, energy, virya, investigations of phenomena, Dhammasāra, or wisdom, panya, and concentration, samadhi, have been explained in the previous lessons. So, in this lesson, we will learn about the other three fetters, namely joy, piti, tranquility, Ssati, and equanimity, upekkha. Previous Dhamma, some listeners are asking how to develop equanimity, upekkha, time to time. So here are the joy or rapture, piti, who characteristic, who accept lakkhana or joy or rapture, piti. The characteristic of joy is justification of being and daring. Function, joy has to function to refer the bodies and mind. Manifestation, joy is manifest as relations. The proximate cause or nearest cause of joy is objects. Without contact, without object, joy cannot arise. Furthermore, without heartbeats, all the mental states arise in our heartbeats. Without heartbeats, without contact passage, and without other mental fetters, the joy cannot arise. How to increase joy or rapture, piti? Reflect upon the qualities of the Buddha, reflect upon the qualities of the Dhamma, the Sangha, reflect upon the morality, sila, no sati, repeatedly. Reflect upon generosities, chaga, no sati, repeatedly. Reflect upon Devata no Ssati. For example, reflect upon the good quality which can produce a heavenly life. Those who have the quality such as faith, saddha, morality, sila, wisdom, panya, etc., can get a heavenly life. You should reflect on these qualities which are present in you. This way of reflection is called Devata no Ssati. Reflect upon peacefulness of Nibbāna, Upasama no Ssati, repeatedly. Avoid the one who has ungentle minds. Associate with one who has gentle mind. Reflect upon so that can produce ease or happiness. Incline to get peace. Ssati, tranquilities. Lakhanadi, stoka, for upset. Tranquilities of the mental body, Cetasika, tranquilities of consciousness, Chitta. Characteristic, tranquilities has the characteristic of quietly down of disturbance and the mental body or mental fata, Cetasika. Quietly down of disturbance in consciousness, Chitta. Functions. The functions of tranquility are to remove disturbance of mental body, to remove disturbance of consciousness. Manifestation. Tranquility mind is manifest as in activities of peacefulness and coolness of the mental bodies. In activities of peacefulness and coolness of consciousness. Proximate cause. The proximate cause or nearest cause of tranquility are associated mental body, associated consciousness. Tranquilities of the mental body and tranquility of consciousness should be regarded as opposites to defilements such as agitation, restlessness, which create distress or unpeacefulness in the mental bodies and in consciousness. How to increase tranquility? Ssati. Eat suitable and good foods. Live in a place with weather that can produce ease or happiness. Take up suitable bodily posture that can produce ease or happiness. Put in suitable, not too much, not too little amount of effort for all endeavors, attempts. Avoid one who has sorrows or worry in mind and bodies. Associate with one who has peaceful mind and body, inclined to get tranquilities. Another one, equanimity, for characteristic naturities of the mind, Ubekha or Tataramnata. Characteristic. The characteristics of equanimity is making the associate consciousness and the mental fata events. Equanimity keeps consciousness and other mental fata going smoothly. While under the regulations of equanimity, consciousness and its associated mental fata function properly. It is time of maturities. The functions of equanimity are to prevent deficiencies and excess. In doing their respective functions, the consciousness and its associated mental fatas may do their functions in excess, over functions, or may not do their functions well. Then, The balance of the mental factor will disturb. Equanimity regulate the functions of consciousness and it associates mental factors. To inhibit fatality, equanimity or naturalities of mind prevent falling onto this side or that side. It is the stage of looking with equanimity in the consciousness and associated mental factor, at the charioteers who look on with equanimity, at the true breath progressing even along the road. Manifestations. Equanimity is manifest as naturality. Proximate cause. The proximate cause or nearest cause of equanimity are the mental state, Chitta, Chittasika, associated with equanimity, object, heart base, contact passes, and other mental factor. Without objects, heart base, contact, and other mental factor, equanimity cannot arise. How to increase equanimity? Upekkha. Be one who has meta natures towards being, having neither love nor hate. Be one who has a meta natures about sankhara, condition and dhamma. Avoid those who have attachment to being and sankhara. Associate with those who have equanimity towards the dhamma and other beings. Inclined to get equanimity, upekkha. These are 7 bojjhanga and explanation how to balance 7 factors of enlightenment. Okay, now I will continue to explain 32 parts of the body and how to practice 32 parts of the body. Meditation, there are 2 types of meditation. Previous talk already explained samatha meditation and vipassana meditation. Development of concentration, development of Western knowledges. For samatha, there are 40 samatha meditation. Now we start to practice Ānāpāna. Most of the beginner in Pa-Auk, our Vandeva, the most Vandeva Pausiado, start to teach Ānāpāna meditation because most of yogi are easy to succeed with Ānāpāna meditation. This Ānāpāna meditation contains first jhana to fourth jhana. After that, if you want to go vipassana, also possible. But if you still have the time, also you can practice 32 parts of the body, Sakadam Vipassana meditation and Kasina meditation. So after Kasina meditation, you can practice 4 protective meditation, loving kindness, recollections of the Buddha qualities, recollection of that, boundless the meditation. So occasionally, if you necessary, also can develop loving kindness, Buddha recollection, that recollection, boundless meditation. Ānāpāna meditation, you need to practice as your main object. Not only sitting while you are walking, standing, sitting, lying down, every body posture, you need to practice Ānāpāna. Sometimes if that's necessary, loving kindness, that recollection, boundless meditation, this full protection meditation also necessary to practice. So if you try systematically Ānāpāna to full protection, after that you can go for elements meditation and vipassana meditation. Samatha meditation, there are 40 samatha meditation subject. For vipassana, There are only two meditation objects, Nama meditation, Rupa meditation. Because of this, when you start to practice Vipassana meditation, you need to develop 4 elements meditation. After that, you can practice mentality, materiality, meditation, Nama, Rupa. Nama, Rupa, Paricheda, Pichya, Samubhada, Samasana Jnana, Udabhya Jnana, Bhanga Jnana, Paya Jnana. Adinava Jnana, Nibbāna Jnana, Ochendukamyata Jnana, Patisankha Jnana, Sankharupeka Jnana, Nuloma Jnana, Kotrapu Jnana, Mega, Phala, Pichakana Jnana, 16 Vipassana knowledge. So that is the Vipassana meditation, 4 elements to ante, 16 knowledges of Vipassana meditation. Need to practice systematically. Mentality, material analyzing knowledge, cause, condition knowledge, comprehension knowledge, arising preparation knowledge, dissolution knowledge, fearsomeness knowledge, danger knowledge, disenchantment knowledge, desire for deliverance knowledge, reflection knowledge, formation equanimity knowledge, conformity knowledge, chain or lineage knowledge, path knowledge, fruition knowledge, reviewing knowledge. 16 knowledges of Vipassana meditations. How to practice 32 parts of the body. If you want to practice meditation on the 32 parts of the body, you should first re-establish the 4 Ānāpāna jhana. So if you are already successful Ānāpāna meditation, firstly, you should re-establish the 4 Ānāpāna jhana. So the light of concentration is bright, brilliance, radiance. You should then use the light to try to discern the 32 parts of the body one at a time. The 32 parts of the body are 20 parts with earth elements predominance and 12 parts with water elements predominance. The 20 earth elements part should be discerned in 4 sets of 5. Head hair, body hair, nail, teeth, skin, breast, sinew, bone, bone marrow, kidney, heart, liver, membrane, spleen, lungs, intestine, mesentery, growth, feces, brain. In 12 water elements part should be discerned in 2 sets of 6. Bile, fang, pus, blood, sweat, fat, tear, grease, saliva, snot, synovia, urine. 12 altogether, 32 parts of the bodies. Head hair. So that's head hair, very easy to discern. Head hair, body hair, normal body hair grow in most of the rest of the inner skin that envelopes the body, except for the location where the head hair are, and for the palms and hands and sole of the feet. Nails, nakha, teeth, danda, skin, tacho. Tacho, the inner skin, envelopes the whole body. Outside, it is what is called the outer chavis, which is black, brown, or yellow in color. The jaw itself is white, delimited above by space. In Visuddhimagga is played by the space. Flesh, Mansan. Sinew, Naharu. Ati, Bone. Ati Major, Bone Marrow. Vakan, Kidney. Hadaya, Heart. So you can see the outside part of the heart is very smooth, like the leaf of lotus. Inside is very complicated. Yakana, liver. Kilomagan, membranes. Membranes mean the cover of the flesh, which is of two kinds. Considered to be found, concerning the heart and kidneys. To be found covering the flesh under the inner skin throughout the whole body, both kinds are white. Spleen, Pihakan. Papasa, lunch. And then intestine. Antaguna, mesenteries. Mesentery is the fastening in the place where the bowl is coins. It is to be found inside the 21 coins of the bowel mesentery, a double layer membranes between the loops of intestines. Udaria, growth. So whatever you eat, ice cream, KFC, the McDonald's, or the good food, inside your stomach, it becomes by this way. That is udaria. This is what has been eaten, drunk, chews, and taste, and is present in the stomach. Karisa, feces. Matalonga, brain. Adhere to brain. These 20 are earth element part. Dominance of earth elements. Another 12 water elements per 5 from fast, blood, sweat, fat, tears, grace, saliva, synovia, urine. Paytan, bile. Look at bile. Abhata paytan to be found in the bile container, gallbladders. Free bile, abhata paytans, spread like a drops of wine on waters or over the body except for the flesh part of the head, hair, body hair, teeth, nail, and the hard dry skin. Two kinds of bile, Bhata bile, abhata bile. Sema, flames. Flame is to be found on the stomach's surface and measures a power foods. When the food drink extra or into the stomach, the flame divides and then spread together again. Popo, pus. Lohita, blood. Sido, sweat. middle, fat. Asu, tears. Vasa, grace. Grace to be found mostly on the palms of hands, back of the hand, sole of the feet, back of the feet, tips of the toes, forehand and point of the shoulders. Kilo, saliva. Or a nuance saliva to be found on the tongue after it has descended from the chest on both ends. Singanika, snoot. Lasika, synovia, one of the joints. Lasika synovia is the assembly plus inside the joints in the body, serving the functions of lubrications, the bone joints. Motan, urine. Head hair to urine or are 32s. The yogi should re-establish, if you practice 32 part of the body. Firstly, you need to re-establish Ānāpāna, first jhana to fourth jhana. And stay it for 30 minutes. After that, descend the head hair with the lash or wisdom. To see the head hair distantly, as you could, you should be able to see the root of hairs. At that time, you can understand the repulsiveness of that head hair. Head hair repulsiveness, head hair repulsiveness need to descend by this way. When you have descended head hair, the root distantly, and have understood their repulsiveness, proceed to descend the next part within the group. You should descend each part distantly and understand its repulsiveness in the same manner before proceeding the next part of the same group. The yogi, having descended successfully part by part within the same group or forward sequence, could proceed to descend in the same manner part by part, but in the backward sequence. Yogi should repeat the forward and backward sequence for at least 5 rounds. That is to say, include 1, head hair, body hair, nail, teeth, skin. These 5 are called group 1. After descending head hair, proceed to descend in the same manner, body hair, then nail, teeth, and skin, one by one in the forward sequence. Repeat descending in the same manner, one by one in the backward sequence. After completely 5 rounds of forwards and backward sequence, continue next is to descend all 5 parts together at the same times. Once you could see clear all the 5 parts together, the yogi has completed discernment successfully. After that, the yogi could proceed the other group 2s. After head hair, body hair, nail, teeth, skin, the second group, flesh. Second group, the third group, the fourth group, the fifth group. To descend in the same manner, like it done in group 1. If at any point, while descending, the light of concentration should fade, you should re-establish the full Ānāpāna jhana so that the light is again bright and strong. After practicing on all the groups freely. Next is to practice on the 32 parts of the body, part by part, from head, hair to urine, and from urine back to head, hair. The yogi should be able to see each one clear and with penetrating knowledge. Keep on practice until you become skillful. Then continue to practice discerning the 32 parts as one group. Then again, using the light of concentration and with your eyes stay closed, you should try to discern someone nearby. It is especially good to discern someone in front of you. Discern the 32 parts of the body. In the meditation center, in the meditation hall, if you practice, you can discern someone in front of you. Discern 32 parts of the body in that present, from head, hair to urine, and from urine part to head, hair. Discern 32 parts forwards and backwards many times. When you succeed, discern the 32 parts once internally in your own body and once externally in the other presence body. Do this many times again and again. The Buddha also explained in the Nibbāna Sutta, when we practice 32 parts of the body, not only discern internally, need to discern externally. Iti ijjattanva kaye kayanupasi viharati. In the Kayanupasana Nibbāna, Buddha explained by this way. After discern internally, need to discern externally. Internally, externally, again and again. When you are able to discern internally and externally like this, the power of meditation will increase. You should thus gradually extend your field of discernment bit by bit, from near to far. Do not think that you cannot discern being far away. Using the brilliant light of the 4 jhanas, you can easily see beings far away, not with the naked eyes, but with eyes of wisdom, jnana chakku. You should be able to extend your field of discernment in all 10 directions, above, below, east, west, north, south, northeast, southeast, northward, southward. Take whoever you discern, be they human, animals, or other beings, in those 10 directions and discern the 32 parts of the body, once internally and once externally, one person or other being at a time. When you no longer see man, woman, deva, or buffaloes, cows, and other animals as such, but see only groups of 32 parts of the body, whenever and wherever you look, internally or externally, then can you be said to be successful, skillful, and expert in the discerning of 32 parts of the bodies. Head, hair, body, hair, knee, skin. Head, hair, body, hair, knee, skin. After skillful, the first group, second group, third group, fourth group, until head, hair to urine, all 32 parts of the body. Isa, Loma, Naka, Danda, Tacho. And this way, Pali was also, you can recite head, hair, body, hair. One, especially the Buddhist, the monk, or the Samira, when they study all day, when they shave their hair, they need to make the reflection, they need to discern 5 parts of the body. That's called Tacha, Pincha, Kamatana. Tacha, Pincha, me, and they head, hair to skin. Need to discern again and again. When the Buddha time Venerable Sivali, when he was ordained and 7 years old at the time, when the time of shaving hair, he reflects these 5 parts of the body. After shaving hair, he attained Arahata fruitions. Because of this, according to the Buddha traditions, when we shave our hair in the ordination Samvera time, we need to be refreshing these 5 parts of the bodies. So here, if you want to practice 32 parts of the body, you need to develop concentration and you need to do some one by one and they adhere to urine. Asubha bhavetapa ragasapanaya. The meaning is, one should cultivate asubha formless meditation to dispel lust, raga, attachment. Raga Sutta, Migiya Sutta. One cultivates formless meditation by meditating on 32 parts of the body as formless. Meditation on 32 parts of the body is Kaya Gata Ssati, mindfulness of the body. Kaya Gata Ssati can also be used for Kala Kasina meditation and 4 elements meditations. Benefit of Kaya Gata Ssati, mindfulness of the body. One who practices Kaya Gata Ssati can separate attachment to sexual pleasure and Buddha wine. One is practice Samatha Vipassana meditation or one stay in the forest. The practitioner is able to live with ease, with joyful in the forest in order to meditate, paying no attention to either happiness or unhappiness that may arise. The practitioner is not easily affected by unpleasant feelings. One can live with happiness, overcoming unhappiness whenever it arises. One is able to obey his situation and remain calm whenever he faces fear and danger. Danger and fear cannot overwhelm one who practices Kaya Gata Ssati meditation. One can live with ease, overcoming danger and fear whenever they arise. One is able to tolerate heat, cool, hunger, thirst, mosquito, catfly, some scores, snake bite, scorpion, and centipede stings. One is able to tolerate harsh words. One is able to endure his bodily suffering, which may be unbearable, disagreeable, even when the pain is so severe that one may die from that pain. One can establish the full jhana by meditating on the color of 32 parts of the body. Thereafter, one can continue to practice to gain the 6 penetrating physical powers. This is the benefit of Kaya Gata Ssati, 32 parts of the body. And also, when you practice the 32 parts of the body internally as a repulsiveness. For example, when you descend your head here, repulsiveness. If you descend again and again for internal 32 parts of the body, you can attain access concentration or first jhana absorption, concentration. But for external body, as a living person, when you develop 32 part of the body as a repulsive nature, although you discern external object, you may not attain access concentration or absorption concentration. But for the external 32 part of the body, so like the third person, 32 part of the body, if you discern repulsive nature, adhere to urine, you may attain access constant concentration, upachara samadhi. When you take the head hair, the color or the black color, brown color, so if you develop concentration, you may attain first jhana to ekatema concentration as kasina object. Okay, tonight there's maybe enough to explain 32 part of the body and 7 enlightenment factors. Where we practice the Buddha teaching, Sila Samadhi Panya, morality, concentration, wisdom, step by step, and it to attain Nibbāna very soon.
Sadhu.
Sadhu. Sadhu.
Sadhu. Thank you very much, Bhante. So, Bhante, can we ask questions if there's any?
Okay.
Yeah. If anyone have any questions, can raise up your hand or type on the chat. Before we are waiting for question, Bhante, I ask a question first.
Okay.
Bhante, just now you were mentioning for 32 parts of the body, if we discern internal and for dead body, dead person, dead body, we can achieve excess concentration. Is that correct?
Yeah. External body.
External
body. External as the dead body. If
yes.
you discern, you may attain access concentration. Upachara samadhi.
Yes, but for a living person, external.
Living person, external body cannot attain access concentration or any absorption concentration.
Okay. Bhante, I just I'm curious that at what stage, because we have to, a person who are practicing 32 parts of body, they have to move from one part to another parts, right? So at what stage the excess concentration arise?
What stage access concentration arise? For example, when you like the skeleton, repulsive object. When you discern skeleton. If you pay attention in this stage, also need to develop your concentration. You need to focus continuously. For example, when you practice Ānāpāna, you need to develop concentration 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes by this way. Also, if you develop again and again in the atthaya, repulsiveness, atthaya, repulsiveness, atthaya, repulsiveness, need to discern again and again without wandering to other objects. Just focus there again and again. By this way also, your concentration can be developed.
So meaning on every part, like for example, now is we are discerning the hair. So while discerning the excess concentration arise, right?
Yeah. Excess concentration, absorption concentration in internal body. Internal 32 part of the body.
Absorption.
Yeah. Excess concentration or absorption concentration can attain.
Can attain for each, not just excess. Not just excess.
And the first jhana concentration.
First jhana. Oh, okay.
Internal body.
But Bhante, what I understand, Bhante just mentioned skeleton. But skeleton is not under the 32 part, is that correct? It's only bones, Bhante.
Bone,
So skeleton is another.
Skeleton is another object. After 32 part of the body, from your body also has the bone. If you pay attention to the bone, so you can discern the skeleton and reverse meditation. Okay. This skeleton also contains first jhana concentration internal body.
Okay. So same skeleton also internal body and
external body.
External body?
External is that or no that no mention. External skeleton contain only excess concentration.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Bhante. Any other questions? Yeah, May May, you can on your mic.
Good evening, Bhante. My question is, you mentioned earlier on that we need to do Ānāpāna Ssati until the 4th jhana level. That means to say, after the 4th jhana level, we come out of the jhana and then we try to do discerning of the 32 parts of the body. But because we come out of the jhana already, 4th jhana, so when we discern the 32 parts of the body, we may reach assess concentration. So in other words, we are now doing, that means we are doing the samatha when we went into the jhana, come out of the jhana. So we are trying to do vipassana in order to, the purpose of this is to be able to see Tilakkhana, no?
Yeah,
I mean,
Tilakkhana.
okay. Oh, okay. Because you're already 4th jhana and then you come out and then you discern the 32 parts and then you're only at the very most, because sometimes it's repulsive, so can only reach assess concentration. Okay, so this is a vipassana part, that from samatha part come out and then do vipassana part to gain more wisdom into the nature of phenomena.
Yeah.
Is that true?
So the reason of 32 part of the body is because this, if you divide 32 part of the body, also we can say, how to say, most of the people have a lot of attachment and they are internally body and externally body.
Yes.
Okay? Although you develop Ānāpāna meditation, the attachment may still have, because the whole samsara, we pay attention a lot of our body internally and externally, we develop a lot of attachment or lust.
Correct.
So because of this, but the Buddha also have this intention, not to have a lot of attachment in their body. Because of this attachment, because of this craving, also can reborn in the samsara again and again. If you understand this repulsive, you will not have a lot of attachment your body, your life. Also, not only to develop concentration. This 32 body, understand? Yeah. Another is according to our master, the most venerable Paul Sayadaw, when he teach many samatha meditation subject. Actually, if you already successful with the one samatha, you already enough to progress the vipassana meditation. But according to the Buddha teachings, our master also, he wished to understand how to practice practically, because all are related. All samatha meditation are related. If you are already successful any subject, other are very easy, because you already have the foundation concentration. If you develop head here, just a moment only you may attain access or absorption, because you already have the foundation concentration. So for the beginner, may not easily, just a moment may not easy to develop, to attain access or absorption concentration. By understanding, this is part by part. But the person who already had the foundation, the concentration, when they doesn't have here, just a moment only, they already can develop the concentration. If they want to move the kasina, also very easy. Why? They already have the foundation concentration.
Yeah.
Another is later you can choose yourself which subject you are more prefer. Before you develop vipassana meditation, you can choose any subject which you like to easily develop concentration. That's meaning. Another is so the people, if only one TV channel, you may boring. Okay, if you have many channel, you have the choice. Understand? Another is a defilement is not easy. Defilement is they defeat all the living being, the whole samsara. We are just now we want to start to fight to do that. So if we have like the enemies in the walls, so if we have a lot of different types of the weapons, we can use anyone to fight these defilements. Understand?
Yes.
As a reverse different natures, the asubha object also you can discern. Because although you develop the samatha, ānāpāna, sometimes the last attachment may arise. So what necessary to do? So you need to develop asubha. So the dead body or this 32 body. Thus we can say living the dead body. So with a living person, the dead undergo the Asubha repassivement. So actually the Asubha meditation, we need to discern the dead body, we need to pay attention to the crop. But for the living person, for ourselves, we discern ourselves, our head hair. Most of the people, they have a lot of attachment themselves, especially you see the head hair. Especially for female, they have a lot of attachment their hair. You need to make money, color. Beauty parlor, they need to spend a lot of money. Why? They have a lot of attachment in their head hair. Only one part, no money part. Okay, even head hair, you see, they are nail. They need to make money decoration to be beautiful. Understand? These are, we can say, for the ordinary people, that's for enjoyment they will do. But that's increase our to increase the defilements only. Understand? Why? Because they have a lot of attachment to their body. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Bhante. But I have another question. Because the recommendation is 4th jhana level before we do the 32 parts. Is that because if it's 4th jhana level, you have equanimity, so it's better than if you are only 2nd, 1st, 3rd jhana, and then you come out, and it's quite difficult to do, because if 1st, 2nd, and 3rd jhana, you still have a lot of happiness, a lot of pity in you. So to discern the 32 parts of the body, maybe it's not so good, right? That's why it's up to 4th jhana level, come out and then do the discerning.
Yeah, I will give you one example. So in ancient time maybe 20, 30 years ago. So when we go to the clinic, the doctor will check to you. So what kind of disease? At the time, the equipment are not very perfect, not very detailed. So now day by day, so they are more that develop the technology. How to do the scanner, what they say, So at the beginning, I only have the ultrasound or these and that. So now I'm more powerful the machines. Because of this, you can see very clear in your body what happened. Understand? In the same way, the 1st jhana level and 2nd jhana level, 3rd jhana, these are the different. Another is if you already in the 4th jhana, the light also become more brighter. More brighter, so when you discern, become more clear. Actually, some are, although in ancient time, you see, the Buddha time, at the beginning, they not practice by this way. When they want to practice the dead body or the skeleton, they go to the cemetery with the open eye, they see the skeleton, they need to discern by this way. But for our master, if you already have the concentration, you want to discern one by one, with the closed eye also very easy to discern. Understand? You don't need to open your eye, you just discern one by one, part by part. So also very easy. And not only easy for this samatha, when you practice the vipassana, the Buddha also encouraged to develop the 1st jhana to the 4th jhana. And it's the sutta, if you see, you may see. If you read, you may see by this way. Okay, but at least if you attain access concentration, also already have the concentration. But this concentration may be a little bit weak. A little bit weak, the object also maybe not very clear, maybe blur or like that. Because of if you already have the access 1st jhana, 2nd jhana, 3rd jhana, you progress. That's a very easy already. Okay, only very difficult. Only to get the nimitta difficult for the beginner. Understand? To get the nimitta only, somebody need to spend the time 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 years. So if you already attain the nimitta, already have the access concentration, that already halfway all the meditation method. You already reached the halfway. Understand?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Bhante.
Okay.
I think there's a question on the screen. Good evening, Venerable. When we are contemplating external for 32 parts, can the external body be an animal or must it be a human being?
Yeah. Any animal or human, that's okay. You can discern. All need to discern. When you discern external, the external may include not only the human, the animal also. When you see, you need to discern all.
Okay. Yeah. Another question, Bhante. Bhante, how to recognize that we already attained access concentration?
So in the samatha meditation, I have already mentioned Ānāpāna, the meditation. When you develop your concentration, So you may see the light Nibbāna. Okay, you may see the light Nibbāna. The light Nibbāna is the sign of concentration. The sign of the concentration. In the same way, when you practice head hair, body hair, that's already the object of that's already Parikama Nibbāna. For example, Parikama means for the beginner, when they start to practice without the concentration, they need to open their eye, they need to see their head hair. After they close their eye, like the casino, you descend again and again. That's we can say the Parikama Nibbāna. So at the time when you descend again and again, your concentration level become more deeper and deeper. Will be more focused in your only this species. For example, you descend head hair, your mind only focus in the head hair. So by this way, your concentration become deeper and deeper. Okay. At the time, the jhana fata also may arise. If you focus more deeply, later the piti, joy, sukha, the blissful, the one-pointedness, this jhana fata can be arise. You may feel, even you practice Ānāpāna, you see, if you already can concentrate, your concentration already become deeper and deeper, your body become very light, very comfort, very happy. Not like the normal time you practice. More deep concentration, you are feeling also already different everything. And this way you can understand whether you can attain such concentration or not. But need to discuss with the teachers.
Okay. Bhante, another question. PT have 5 levels and only the 5th level can support jhana. Bhante, please explain how a yogi can progressive develop these levels.
Which one?
PT.
PT.
Joy.
Or joy.
Joy. PT have 5 levels and only the 5th level can support jhana. Is that correct, Bhante?
5 level, which one she mean?
I'm not very sure. Can the brother or sister elaborate? Yeah, he.
So when you focus in your any meditation object, for example, at the beginning you just focus only. For example, if you practice Ānāpāna, you just aware in the Ānāpāna object only. Nothing sensation, nothing the special feeling arise at the beginning. Okay, just you meditate 5 to 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. So we need to do determination by this way. Because of this, always our teacher asks to do the meditation. How many minutes already can concentrate on this session? About 5 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes trying to improve. 15 minutes, 20 minutes by this way. So at the beginning, I just maintain the object only, not very deeply concentration. By this way, if you already can maintain 30 minutes to 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, at the time concentration level also become more deeper. Okay, at the beginning, you may have more deep concentrate within 1 hour, 30 minutes. If you can concentrate, maybe around 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you start to have the more deep concentration. At the time also, at the beginning also the joy, the sukha also can be appear. Depend your concentration. Not only attain the jhana, before the jhana stage also, in the access concentration stage, before Nibbāna appear also, some meditator, they have this joy, piti, sukha, ekakata. But the concentration level are still weak. So if you already attain the Nibbāna at the time, your concentration power become more deeper. So although Nibbāna appear, if you not focus very deeply, although the jhana fata may not be arise. Okay.
She mentioned about Khuddaka Piti, Khandika Piti.
Khuddaka Piti, Khandika Piti.
Yes, I think all these levels.
Yeah. This Khuddaka Piti, Khandika Piti, 5 Piti. Okay.
Yeah, and then the 5th one is Parana Piti.
Parana Piti. Yeah, Parana Piti is number 5 Piti. Is the Piti of the concentration. Yeah, true. Parana Piti is at the beginning, Khuddaka Piti, Khandika Piti are most are in the access concentration stage. In the absorption stage, most are Parana Piti. All right. Oh, she's asking this one. Okay. Parana Piti. Number 5. Number 5 piti.
Yes, she's asking how a yogi can progressively develop these levels. How to develop into, I think, higher and higher level, Bhante.
Higher level are every meditator may not be the same. Okay, some are at the beginning before absorption, concentration, also like the Kodika piti, Kanika piti can appear. And in Buddha time, in ancient time, you see, in the Sri Lanka, maybe, one the female devotees, she want to go to the celebration of the Chiriya, one Chiriya in the Sri Lanka. At the time, she already got the pratna. The pratna quite mature. Because of this, the parents do not allow to do her. Didn't allow to her to go this festival, the Chiriya festival. But she wished to go. So at the time, all the parents, the family member left to her alone at home. So at the time, from her house to the pagoda place, she can see the light is very bright. So at the time, she can hear the sound, the Dhammasāra, or like this and that. So once she paid attention to the Buddha quality, at the time, her mind became very happy. So at the time, when the became happy mind, the Kodika, Okandika piti. When the stage reached the Okandika piti, because the whole body became very dry, very piti. When they reached Okandika piti, Opeka piti, the body became very light, like the balloon, air balloon, oxygen balloon. So the body are floating by the sky. At the time he reached to this mountain. So when she reached mountain, at the time the family members still coming on the way. At the time they are very surprised. They are very wonderful. Oh, how you come? I came here by the sky. How you came by the sky? You get the second power. So at the time she explained about this the condition. So when she saw the Buddhas with a very bright light, the joint piti arise. At the time one reached the Opeka piti, the body are flying on the sky. She reached to this mountain before the parents and the family member reached this mountain. And that's a Kodika piti. That's the Nibbāna condition. One meditator also, she said that when she meditate, her body are going to move to other place, you see. Like we are jumping. She said that's also one kind of the Opeka piti. That's how we cannot stay the state that depend their condition. These can be arise the Kodika piti sometimes because you focus very much, so your body's the hair will be standing. That's a Kodika piti. Kanika piti, like the electric LED electric, you see, lighting off and off and off, and this way quite often arise in your mind. Sometimes like the tide in the sea, the water rising, falling, rising, falling. That's a Ukandika piti. Opeka piti is like your body floating on the sky. Prana piti is if you already attain the essence of absorption, concentration, surely this prana piti may arise. Or the piti may spread the whole of your body. For example, the Buddha also explained the test. So the cotton, when you search inside the wine, all the wine are spread the whole cotton. In the same way, when you focus very deeply in your meditation object, especially in for Ānāpāna meditation, if you design the Ānāpāna Pratibhaka, Nibbāna, the joint piti may spread the whole body. Okay. Prana piti. This piti is a prana piti.
Okay, the last one. Okay. Yeah. Another question. Good evening, Bhante. Must one have nimitta, light of concentration, to reach jhana?
If you practice Ānāpāna meditation, so how we can know whether we have the concentration or not? Our concentration is double or not? So we can get the jhana or not. These are depend the sign of your concentration. If you already get the Nibbāna, this Nibbāna is the object of the jhana concentration, access concentration or exertion concentration, especially the Paribaga Nibbāna. Among three kinds of the line Nibbāna, this Paribaga Nibbāna is the object of access concentration or exertion concentration. Because of this, if we want to attain the jhana concentration, the yogi need to develop concentration and need to see the Nibbāna.
The next question. Can Bhante explain Upekkha Nimitta from last week's class? Thank you.
Upekkha Nibbāna is equanimity. Just now tonight I already explained this Bojjhanga. Upekkha, how to develop the Upekkha, that's the same.
Okay. Another question, Bhante. As a beginner, during meditation, usually we have a lot of wandering mind. Does it mean that most beginner meditators have agitated mind?
True, yeah. Every meditator are not the same. Some have the Tinamita, slow and topa. Tinamita, some are most are, yes. So at the beginning, most the yogi, they have a lot of wandering thoughts. So these wandering thoughts are, I already mentioned, there are two types. Short wandering, long wandering. Okay, so if you are not mindful in your object, your mind already wandering a lot.
Okay, I think there's no more other question. So Bhante, would just like to suggest Bhante last few lessons has explained about wandering thoughts. So maybe we can revise the, I think, first or second lessons.
Yeah. True, okay. Need to use the counting again and again.
Yes, okay.
Use the counting. If you, for example, you practice Ānāpāna, you try to use the counting again and again. Now also already mentioned in this by controlling faculty, the Indriya and the Bojjhanga. That's also very helpful how to balance our mind, not to wandering, not to lazy, like that.
Yes.
Not to much very efforts, not to very less efforts, like that. How to balance, already mentioned.
Okay. Yeah, I think the time is quite late already, Bhante. I think maybe we should end the session. Thank you very much, Bhante. Can we share merits, Bhante?
Okay. Okay, now we made the conclusion by reciting one kata before share the merit. Today you have already accumulated many kusala, the Dhammadana, the charity, sila morality, bhavana, the meditation, vivicha, volunteer service, many kinds of kusala, listening to Dhamma talk, meditation. So may this kusala marriage be the main cause to attain Nibbāna very soon. So I will recite for conclusion the Jaya Mangala Katha. May all you be successful in the Dhamma and everything. Jayando Bodhiya Mule Sajana Nandi Buddhano Ewa Mewa Jayo Hodu Jaya Sujaya Mangale Sajana Sagi Wemimyodoi Nandi Buddhano Sinalongo Shwen Byose Datayam Yadi Bodhiya Bodhibe Mule Nidakwin Pyati Abarajida Balentanai Jayando Mangabago Amye Lebi Dagedo Ewa Mewa Ewan Data Pamata Yutu Adu Edo Magan Aung Se Divyo Dago Dakin Payashingo Jile Nyono Shivu Banja Dembreda Bonduro Gondo A Jayo Jade Kinkin Bizoja Jindi Odu Mocha Madwe Pibawi Jaya Mangale Pian Shangwa Onjen Shinga Mingala Jao Dindo Maga Aung Se Divyo Dago Dakin Payashingo Jile Nyono Shivu Banja Dembreda Bonduro Gondo A Jaya Su Jade Dago Nizendo Yue Kaunjo Pise Omye Nanja Vasi Kondati Sadhu
Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu.
It will be some contact sharing very all of you after me. Etavata cha ambehi
Etavata cha amhehi
Sampadam punya sampadam
Sampadang punya sampadang
Sabbe deva anumodantu
Sape dewa anumodantu
Sabbe buddha anumodantu
Sape Buddha anumodantu
Sabbe saddha anumodantu
Sape Satta anumodantu
Sabba sampatti siddhiya
Sapa Sambati Sitiya
Idame nyatina hontu
Idame Nyatinang Hotu
Sukhita hontu nyatayo
Sukita Hontu Nyatayo
Idame nyatina hontu
Idame Nyatinang Hotu
Sukhita hontu nyatayo
Sukita Hontu Nyatayo
Idame nyatina hontu
Idame Nyatinang Hotu
Sukhita hontu nyatayo
Sukita Hontu Nyatayo
Idame punya
Idame Punyang
Asavakaya
Asawakaya
Wahang hontu
Wahang Hotu
Idame punya
Idame Punyang
Nibbānasa
Nibbānasa
Pachayo hontu
Pachayo Hotu
Mama punya bhagang
Mama Punyang Pagang
Sabba sadhana
Sapa Satanang
Pājimi
Pājemi
Te sabbe
Te Sape
Mesama
Me Samang
Punya bhagang
Punya Pagang
Labantu
Labantu
Sadhu
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 Sadhu